Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name's Andy, and I'm just going to do you a quick little kit review on another bloody Spitfire. Now, this one I've actually seen in the box already, and I think it's kind of interesting. So I'm just going to give you a quick review, and we'll have a look at it. So it's entitled UK Spitfire Mark IX, Britain Air Defence, August 1942, and it's from a series called Forces of Valour, Combat Proven Machines. It's a 1/72 scale, and it's actually, I think, made or produced by a company called WALTERSONS. Now, I'm not particularly familiar with Forces of Valour or WALTERSONS, but I'm a complete novice at this game, so that doesn't really mean anything. So anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at what we get in the box with this nice looking kit. Now, as is per my way of doing these things, I'm just going to give you a quick little look at the information sheet and the instructions. Now, there isn't really an awful lot of interesting history on this, apart from what it basically tells us is number 64 squadron. That's nice that they give us the actual squadron that they've actually based this machine on. And it says, with a 2-speed supercharged Merlin engine, longer airframe and 4-bladed propeller, the once outclassed Spitfire Mark IX became a truly deadly counter to Germany's Messerschmitt and Focke-Wulf adversaries. The rest of that is just translation into a different language, and that's pretty much it. So let's have a look at the instructions. And the instructions are start at this side. The instructions are quite nicely laid out, and I think this is kind of unusual and really interesting. You'll see that 1A, which is normally basically putting the pilot and the cockpit together, we've actually got the Merlin engine here. I think that's really cool. I hope you do too. And then we can move on to the standard, put the cockpit together, put the pilot in his seat, and then put the fuselage together. So section 4 is put the wings in, and then I think we've actually got some auxiliary fuel tanks to actually attach here. Again, that's kind of different. And here we go, this is where the engine is. And then we're actually going to put basically the exterior of the airframe to enclose the engine. Like I say, I'm not massively familiar with a lot of kits, but to me that's something completely different. We go back onto the standard, let's put the undercarriage together, and then we're going to end up with an aircraft that looks something like this. So let's have a look at the sprues. Now here is the interesting sprue. Basically what we've got, as we can see, let's take this out actually. There's some scissors. Got some scissors? Nah, we haven't got any scissors, I'm afraid. As you can see, we've got the actual airframe exposed here, and we've got some nice panel lines that are actually included. Let's take this out. Sorry about this. And as we can see, we've got some nice indented, quite nicely, panel lines. Some nice detail on the fin, and that looks like that's a really nice looking bit of kit. Here we can see the wing section. Again, the upper surfaces are really, in my opinion, as a novice, quite nicely detailed. With my finger, I can actually feel some rivets here and on here. And I think this is one of the best bits. You can actually see the interior of the framing for the wing as well. Now, a lot of kits don't bother going into quite this much detail. So for what to me is an unknown manufacturer, I'm impressed. Here we have the, I suppose you could sort of call this the bonnet if it was a car, and the side sections to the outer skin of the aircraft. And here, I think these are actually drop tanks, exterior fuel drop tanks. They could be bombs. I've got to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure, and I haven't actually looked particularly hard at the instructions. We've got the undercarriage, we've got the tail wheel, and that's about it for this particular one. Again, we've got some nice detail on the flaps here as well. In this one, we actually have a pilot. A pilot. Tamiya, take a hint. There's a pilot with this one. It didn't cost anywhere near as much as the Pilot either, a Tamiya either. And we got an engine which is, that's really nicely detailed. What more can I say? We've got an exterior framing for the actual interior framing, sorry, for the interior of the frame behind the cockpit, and we've got a quite basically detailed cockpit panel here as well. And as we can see, the seat, which, let's face it, seats are normally pretty flat. You can actually see some ribbing. I hope you can see it, but there's actually ribbing on that seat as well. I think this is a really nice, interesting kit. All right, we have, what have we got? Oh, in here we're going to have a pretty standard looking cockpit cover, I assume. And here we have the decals. There's nothing much to say about the decals. They just look pretty standard, to be quite honest with you. Now, if anyone's interested to know where I got this kit from, you can contact me via the comment section, mainly because I can't quite remember. Sorry, it did come off eBay. But the surprising thing, and I kind of hope they've still got stock in case you're interested, this cost me less than £10. That's good. You know, considering the P51D Mustang I mutilated last night cost me £7, and you're getting all of this detail for a tenner. Yeah, if you want to build a Spitfire, I highly recommend you try and seek one of these out, because I think they're really good. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little video, and questions and suggestions are welcome. Please like and subscribe, and join me for my model building ride. Be seeing you.